Hi everybody, my name's Hal Walker. I'm a musician from Kent, and I'm a roster artist for the Center for Arts Inspired Learning. And I'm glad to welcome you into my home today, and I'd love to share some music with you. Ever since I was your age, I've been particularly interested in musical instruments that fit right in my pocket. Musical instruments I can carry with me wherever I go. So you can imagine my excitement when my friend Drummer Joe from Stowe came back from a trip to West Africa with a pair of these. 2 seed pods tied together with a string. He told me apparently children in West Africa walk down the street playing one in each hand, and he called them banakulas. Would you say banakula? Yes, it starts with a B. Banakula. Here, listen to the sound. All right, banakulas. Amazing, huh? 2 seed pods tied together with a string. Apparently children in West Africa gather these seed pods from beneath the swawa tree, and they fill them with gravel and connect them with a string in order to create this amazing instrument. And so my friend Drummer Joe gave me one pair of banakulas, and it took me about a week to learn the basic banakula rhythm, which is this. The steady shake and the throw and bounce. It's a syncopated African rhythm. Banakula, 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 banakula. So I'm the kind of guy that has a lot of music inside of me. And I just want to find any way possible to make musical instruments. So the next one, the first one I share with you, starts with a B. It's called a banakula. Would you say it with me? Banakula. Right. Well, the next instrument doesn't start with a B, but it comes from a store that begins with a B. An unlikely store called Bed, Bath, and Beyond. It's a store for kitchen supplies and bathroom supplies. And here we have a turkey baster. Would you say turkey baster? And I'm going to take a glass of water, fill up the turkey baster. You might actually have one of these in your own kitchen drawer. I'm going to fill up the turkey baster with just about that much water. I'm going to purse my lips, raise my eyebrows, and blow across the top. Whoop. The ancient turkey baster. Thing was dripping all over me. You know, the design has not been perfected because it drips all over me, but some days it's not so bad. So, as I was saying, I've always been interested in musical instruments that fit right in my pocket. There's a lot of music inside of me. When I'm walking in the forest, or when I'm climbing a mountain, or when I'm strolling down the street in my own neighborhood, when that music swells up in me, I can reach into my pocket, pull out a real musical instrument, and I can let some of that music out. Actually, this is the one I want to use. So this is called a jaw harp. It starts with a J. And when I pluck this metal prong, you can see those vibrations. Can you see those vibrations? And can you hear the vibrations? Well, what I'm doing is aiming those vibrations to the resonating chamber of my mouth in order to shape the waves into musical tones. So it starts like this, and I bring it close to my mouth. Well, that's the ancient jaw harp. And it reminds me of an instrument that I'd like to teach you right now, the ancient echo clap. In order to do this, I go, then you go. So I'm going to clap a rhythm, and then I'd like you to clap it back to me. Ready? Here we go. Great job. I was doing some fast clapping there, and I know it's not easy, but it challenges you maybe. So now I'm going to cup my hands into what I call a power clap. My hands are cupped, and now I do this. I go, then you go. Wait, I go, then you go. Good. Great. Now I'm going to aim those sound waves. I'm going to aim those vibrations to the resonating chamber of my mouth in order to shape the waves into musical tones. So watch. There you go, the ancient echo clap. Give it a try. Turn the inside of your mouth into a big O, the outside of your mouth into a small O, and bring that power clap right up to your lips without touching your lips, like this. I go, then you go. Good. Nice. Great job. So spend, all these instruments I've learned over many years of playing music, and I'm so glad to be introducing you to some of these sounds today so that you can spend the rest of your life finding ways to express the music that's inside of you. Here's one called an Ooh, Carina, one of my favorites. Would you say, Ooh, Carina? Right. Try this hand motion. Say, Ooh, Carina. Ooh, very good. Ooh, Carina. Ooh, Carina. Ooh, Carina. Ooh, Carina. Well, before I go to my last song, I just want to say a couple things. Again, my name's Hal Walker. You can find me on YouTube, Hal Walker, Halwalker, Hal Walker. And I've also recently been having a lot of fun on TikTok. So I don't know if you have TikTok, but I found it a great platform to be creative and to collaborate with other musicians. And amazingly, I started in January, and by now I have like 40,000 followers. So I've been really having a lot of fun bringing my music to the wider public. And before I go any further, I want to give special thanks to the Paul Angel Foundation, who is sponsoring this, along with the Center for Arts Inspired Learning. I'm so glad that I am able to come from my home into your home, and I hope that you've enjoyed some of what you've learned today. I want to finish off with one of my favorite songs. You know, there's a lot of music inside of me, and I've spent my whole life seeking out ways to let that music out. Well, I'd like to venture to say that there's a lot of music inside of you as well, and you have your whole life ahead of you to figure out ways to let that music out, to express that music inside of you. And here's one of my favorite old songs. It's an African American spiritual, originally called This Little Light of Mine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. You want to sing along with me? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you so much. It was nice to spend a few minutes with you making music. I hope you're staying safe and staying healthy and keeping yourselves busy. And I encourage you to go out there and seek out that music that's inside of you and find ways to let it out. All right. Bye-bye. Have a good day.